Hey everybody, Willow is here to say hi. She's going to take her position on the wheelchair. It's quite a comfortable cushion, I might add. And I'm very grateful I don't need to pay for it because it's bloody expensive. But she loves it. Everybody say hi to Willow. Hey, Baba? Yeah, Baba? You want to say hi to everybody? Look up here. Say hi. She's not very talkative. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Debbie. So happy to have you guys here. How's everybody doing? I tell you, Willow's like looking at me with love in her eyes. You're such a precious girl. I'm in the process of doing laundry and, life stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, I was literally permanently stuck at 4:00 because this whole time I'm getting my laundry done and thinking in my head, okay, I have 2.5 hours to do my stuff, have a shower, and get ready. I was locked in 4:00 for 2.5 hours because when I look to check the time thinking I have lots, it's 6:30 and I'm like, okay, no shower. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Gloria. Yeah, not every day is the best day, right? Earth spun faster today. I definitely hear that. Alrighty. I am gonna check your energy, Gloria, and I'm gonna see. Oh my god, you too? I started watching that today. What's her name? Hope or something? She's got pink hair. She's super cute. And yeah, she goes on all of these AI things, like things that you can buy that don't exist. And so I was watching those, and it was like mind blowing. Hey, Danielle. Well, it's funny you should ask about that because I got a call on Monday from my prosthetist, and she's like, I was like, oh my God, did I miss another appointment? Because I am really terrible at appointment keeping. Yay, go neurodivergency. And I get time blindness, as I was just explaining. I'm stuck at 4:00 for 3 hours. Anyways, she let me know. I was like, oh my God, did I miss another appointment? And she laughed and she's like, no. In fact, your legs won't be ready tomorrow. I was like, okay, no, that's totally fine. This stuff does happen. So she's like, we'll call you when they're ready. So I'm feeling like my spidey sense gives me 3 weeks delay. Don't know if it is 3 weeks, but I'll let you guys know if I'm right about it being 3 weeks. But I have a feeling it's going to be 3 weeks. But she didn't specify. She just said, we'll call you when they're ready. But that's okay. No problem. All in divine timing, I say. Yeah, I need reminders too. Or like, I'll get a notice for an appointment, okay? And in me closing the text message or the voicemail script for the appointment to me going into my calendar, and this is like a 30-second thing, I'll superimpose a different number, like the date or the time, and I'm really thinking, okay, that's my appointment. And then come the time for the appointment, I'm like, no, it was the 5th. I'm like, why did I really think it was the 15th? Stuff like that. California is almost humid. Well, I'm in Ontario, so yeah, we have seasons here, but when we get our summer, it is really humid. Really, really hot. Like really hot. And it's been like that for weeks, but we've been getting a lot of thunderstorms, so I'm super happy about that. And I don't want to waste all this time about me fucking chatting. I'm just yeah, exactly. Being grateful it's cool out. Okay. All right. I'm just checking to make sure. Just a heads up, guys, put your questions in capitals so I don't miss any. Tree of Life. Yes, thank you for, I love your name. And yes, the background totally matches that. When will you meet your life partner and his profession? Okay. Okay. Um, absolutely. Let's do that. Life partner. Life partner. Okay, give me the energy of Tree of Life's next partner. The energy of that person. So right off the bat, the Three of Swords came up. And I'm specifically asking about this person's energy, not yours. So this person is going to be going through, they're going to be coming out the other side of some emotional, some heartache. I don't know. I mean, it could be depression led by grief or like caused by grief or some sort of traumatic past that they have really worked hard in clearing. So I feel like this person is going to have quite the inspiring story. And what's interesting, and we got the Hangman in reverse for this person. And this is about letting go. So yes, it's confirming that they are coming out. It's going to be like the dawn of the new day for them when they meet you. So they're going to be meeting you a very healed person. Yeah, that has a lot of self-control and balance. This is Temperance upright. And I'm getting, oh, 1 second. I don't know if any of you guys get this, but I get this. It feels like energy going through one ear, out the other, because I feel like it makes me dizzy sometimes. I have to literally put my head down and brace the table like I'm going to fall off the planet. And it's really high pitched. And it lasts for a second and it goes out. It's literally something traveling through my head. So that was weird. When are you going to meet this person? The Queen of Swords is very clear boundaries. Like I said, this person is going to come to you healed. So to match this person's energy, like to be attracted to them sooner, implementing boundaries, healthy boundaries for yourself now. It's almost like you want to match this person's energy. They're coming to you healed. So what Spirit is saying is if you want to attract yourself to this person sooner, then spending some time on creating healthy boundaries and being able to stand in your independent, authentic energy is going to help attract this person to you sooner. Now, I'm going to use the die to get, I don't know. I'm going to ask Spirit, give me like months, not years. There's 8 sides on this die. So we're going to give ourselves within 8 months. And I've got 6. So whatever you need to clear for yourself, and you know what you need to do for yourself. We all do, right? We all know where we need a little bit of healing, right? You start to focus on that, you're going to draw this person to you close a lot sooner. And I'm sorry it took me about 10 minutes to say that, but the energy is the energy. I hope that helps. And I've been single for 8 years. And just a little thing that I've learned is when you get comfortable being by yourself and you're able to fulfill your needs yourself, then love, you're going to get the person that is for your best self. If that makes sense. When Spirit can recognize that you're comfortable with your own energy and you're not, and I don't want to say the word desperate and have a mean connotation to it, because that's not what I mean. When we're lonely, we're human creatures. We need other people. That is how we are by nature. We're pack animals, okay? So it's not desperation in a bad sense, but when we put expectation on things that we're trying to draw, it almost like it stifles the energy and it weighs it down and it prevents it from flowing to you with ease. So if you can start trusting that you're just going to meet that person when your time is right, and you remove that attachment, the synchronicity is going to work a lot smoother for you. I hope that makes sense. Will he heal me? Okay. Is that what you mean? No, that's not what I mean. Not to say that when you guys come together, you're going to be able to bring out the best in one another and probably heal other things. Absolutely. But right now, you're not there yet because you haven't met him yet. You need to match this person's energy. So this person's been working a lot on healing their past trauma. Think of it as maintenance for your next partner. I'm going to clean up as much baggage, personal baggage that I have, and we all do. And it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with us. It's just our life has shaped our experiences and how we view the world and other people. So when we can come from a place of accountability and reparenting ourselves, and not putting that on somebody else to heal you. Because it reminds me of a quote. It's not your fault that you weren't parented properly as a child. But when you become an adult, it is your responsibility to reparent yourself, right? That's kind of what I'm saying. When we can take accountability for our own baggage, and that's what I've been trying to do the 8 years I've been single. I'm like, you know what? I was a broken individual, and it showed in the partners that I had. Narcissists that were emotionally abusive. When I recognize that pattern and I'm like, there's something that I am attracting this to me, and I'm making these guys think that it's okay to treat me that way. Why? When I realize that I am not healthy enough to attract a healthy partner to me, that's when the focus was like, I'm going to clear my own baggage so I can be the healthiest and best partner to my future partner, if that makes sense. I hope that clears that up for you, Tree of Life. Yeah, and it's like, because somewhere inside of us, we have been treated that way for so long, and people not like bringing it to our awareness that this is not right. It's punishment to make us gifted ones stronger. It's not punishment. Think of it as weightlifting. When you are gifted with the ability to see and access sacred knowledge, that comes with an extremely strong, what's the saying? With great power comes great responsibility. And so we need to learn things the hard way so we know exactly what will we're putting out there. Do you know what I mean? Okay, I'm happy. But it's definitely not punishment. It's an opportunity for us to see our like it's like a mirror of our shadow. It's allowing us an opportunity to see, look, there's some dis-ease here. And when it's in our perception, we then have the control and the ability to neutralize it. Kathy, is it Matthews? Am I saying that right? Hey, Paige, glad you're here. No worries. My life partner has a heart issue with no hope of getting a heart. Okay. They told us there is nothing they can do. How long do we have for them? Okay. All right. Let's get that. Oh, my cards are. There we go. Show me the energy of Kathy's partner's trajectory. So I've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and this is generosity. This is about not worrying about not having the time. You make the time. Not worrying about, is this too expensive? It's like, soak up every single second while you have it. I'm hearing in my head, while a lot of people would say, I don't want to know how much time I have left, because then I'm worrying about how little I have left. Spirit saying, view this as a gift, in a sense that it is going to allow you to plan and have those perfect moments. I'm feeling like, don't get hung up on how much time, because you're wasting the time. If that makes sense. Queen of Cups. You guys, need to just feel and love each other for however amount of time there is left. Because what the doctors say and what spirit decides can be totally different. For instance, my grandmother, when she was diagnosed with cancer, they said, you have 6 weeks to live. That's it. She stuck it out a year, and that was virtually unheard of. And so so it's like, don't focus on the time. Focus just on him being here. Because any one of us could drop tomorrow, even if we're not ill, right? Yeah, so 8 of Swords, this is like a self-imposed prison of thought. Don't get trapped. And I only have this much time left, worrying about how much time. Focus on the time every morning until it's not. And I'm feeling like his health will give you some indication that time is, I'm trying to articulate this the best way that I can with how I'm getting the information. I feel that you are going to get an indication that maybe he's closer to going, okay? And when you get those signs, and you'll feel it, he'll feel it, he'll know. A lot of terminally ill people do. They're very at peace with it at the end. It's the people who are left alive that struggle, because death is a natural part of life. And when we're close to that, we get accustomed to it. So all you can focus right now is being there for him and making sure every single day you're spending with him. And making those moments count and not worrying about the time left. Because when you worry about the time left, you're going to have regrets. I don't feel like I'm going to do justice to you if I tell you a certain amount of time, because it's all in divine timing. But just for argument's sake, just because you said you requested how much time, allegedly, my opinion, do not shoot the messenger. I feel you're going to have 6 good months before you get the indication that maybe he's starting to gather his belongings to graduate to the next part of the journey. It's really a shame that humans are so afraid of death. It is, because we waste time living. We waste time worrying about it and not living. And he goes on. His energy is not going to go anywhere. I can guarantee you that. You're going to have a new opportunity to rediscover his spirit, not in physical. He's going to be more present to you when he graduates. I really hope this helps you. I tried to be as respectful as I could with the information I was getting. My thoughts are with you. My love is with you and your partner. And enjoy this time and be grateful that you have a little bit of warning. I hope that helps. Okay, just trying to find who's next. I got to go up a little bit. Okay, Gloria's next. She wants to be guided. She wants her her spirit team to guide the reading. And I feel like I'm going to be using the Angels and Auras deck right here. Oh. So you said the world spun a little too quick for you today, Gloria. The cards went everywhere. They went everywhere. Okay. Okay. So we have the 44 card in reverse. And when it's in reverse, it's about disbelief, stubbornness, and anxiety and apathy. So I feel like you are, there's a belief system that you're holding on to for dear life that you know in your heart doesn't serve you anymore, and that is not part of who you are. And that's why you're having some resistance, because it's like one foot on one side and one foot on the other side, and you're like, oh, you got to commit to either one or the other. Because this card upright is saying that your desires are in reach. You know what makes you feel good. You know what you want to put your energy to. It's just a matter of surrendering, I feel. Choices, the Lovers. So your value alignment. You are getting rid of some limiting beliefs that have kept you trapped. And you're in the midst. You've made the choice. This is not for me. I don't resonate with this. You're just in that middle stage of integrating this new commitment that you have to whatever it is. It could be yourself. It could be a hobby. It could be whatever. So, let yourself go through the turbulence a little bit. Whenever we go through a transition, we're going to experience some dis-ease and some tumultuous times until we can fully integrate it. So the best thing that you can do right now is to do things that feed your excitement, that feed your energy level, that enforce this new ideal that you're trying to surrender to, if that makes any sense. Okay, this is for Paige. Is my CAT scan going to come back bad? Okay. Give me the energy surrounding Paige's CAT scan and results. So we got the moon, but it's canned on its side. So one side is representing your the uncertainty that you feel toward it, as well as the unknown, right? What you don't know yet. You know something's not right, but you don't know what it is. And that is feeding some negativity, some fear. The other side of the card is the release of fear and repressing some emotions. Now, I believe, and it's fine if you don't, but there is a lot of literature pointing to this, that our physical ailments start energetically. And after time, the stagnant energy, the energy that is not flowing right, it manifests inside of our body. And then it creates inflammation. And then from inflammation, disease happens. And you can look that up medically. That is true. I'm feeling right now that it's not going to be the end of the world. It is not going to be like, a terminal thing, right? But I do feel like maybe this started from repressed emotions. And you said that it's in your belly. So we feel fear in our gut. And I mean, when you get nervous, you want to throw, well, some people do. I do. When I get nervous, I get a knot in my stomach and I want to barf. Other people get acid reflux. Other people get diarrhea. Other people get gas. Like, we feel it in our gut because our gut is attached to our intuition. I feel that lately you have been opening up to your intuition. This is your body's way of working the repressed emotions from your gut out. And so it's manifesting as some sort of abscess, I feel. I don't know if it is an abscess. You can let me know that. I feel like it's an abscess. And I felt that right from the time you told me that you were going to the hospital through text message. I feel that you might need a procedure. I'm not sure if it's one that is going to cause you to need general anesthetic, but it is going to be a procedure, I feel, to deal with the issue. But I feel like the more you start to work on your gifts and unblocking a lot of your trauma, it's going to resolve itself. I don't feel like this is it, if you don't ignore it, like if you acknowledge it and are open-minded to releasing the repressed emotions, I feel that's going to help your body really heal this. I'm praying for you. I'm sending you good vibes every day. And absolutely. And thank you for the super chat. Is this from Liz? Thank you so much, Liz. That is so wonderful. So generous of you. Thank you. Okay. Oh, that's so nice, Eagle Stars. Body aches and pains can be absolutely. So our chakras are our energy centers. So Paige's ailment could be coming from solar plexus because it's her belly, around her belly button. That's like your solar plexus, in between your sacral and your solar plexus. So it'd be interesting to know if it's like root chakra related or solar plexus or a bit of both. I'm feeling like it's a little bit of both because when your root chakra is blocked, it affects your solar plexus, which is your personal power. Hang on, Sherry. I'm just trying to find. I see Sherry McNeil. What does this mean? I just know. Need to go up a bit. I don't. Yeah. Honestly, Danielle, my whole life I have had to accept what things are. I've had to accept that there's things out of my control and there's things in my control. And it's learning to not focus on the stuff that you don't have control over because you're wasting your goddamn energy. And at the end of the day, who we need all the energy. But I definitely feel like I don't know. I don't know anything else. So it's easy for me to say this. However, I can only go by my experiences, right? And I can only hope that I can help others that haven't gone through the experiences learn through my experiences. And that's all I can hope for. Oh, I see what you're saying. What does this mean? So, Gloria, what does this mean? We're here to grow and to evolve. So it's like looking at the areas that we need healing from as an opportunity to get stronger. And to be grateful for those opportunities, because if we never had these opportunities, we would stay mediocre and boring, and we would get very complacent and lazy. I hope that's clearing it up. Okay. Let me go on to the next one. Sherry McNeil. Gotcha. Here you go. I dreamt 2 nights ago I was talking to a woman. She asked me if I knew who she was, and I said no. She said she is me. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. This is synchronistic. Gloria, when we're done this live, I want you to go to my community page. I posted a poem. It's a lady talking about it, it's on my community page. I posted it today. It's a woman's a black lady, beautiful with glasses, and she's performing a poem. But you listen to this poem, and this is spooky of how much I feel I posted this specifically for you, because you will know what I mean when you go and you watch that post. Please do it. Please do it. And comment on it what your thoughts are, because I'm really curious. What does that dream mean? That is your higher self speaking to you. Or it could be an alternate timeline version of yourself. Yes, believe it or not, we have other versions of ourselves acting out all of the options, all of the choices we haven't chosen in this life. When you connect to those other characters or other facets of your soul, because one human body cannot fit one human soul. It would be too much energy. We would literally implode. So there's different facets of us in different alternate universes. Quantum physics is confirming this. Blows my mind. I'm so happy, but please watch that. I'm going to get the answer from the tarot. What did that dream mean? And what was your higher self trying to speak to you? It wants you to know that you're not isolated and you are not alone. You hold all of the answers inside of it, and it goes for every single one of you beautiful people in this live. And believe it or not, that is how I started my channeling. And it was like I would ask a question about the universe, and it took me a while to pay attention to. I was answering myself back every single fucking time. why do I feel like I'm not from here? Oh, because your soul's not from here. Like, um, why do baby, okay, so I grew up in a hospital my whole life. I met a lot of friends and I knew what it meant when I walked by their bed room and I saw their bed made and their family no longer there. Their drawings no longer up. I knew what that meant. I knew I was never going to see them again, whether they left the hospital because they were well or if they didn't. And I always ask myself, why do I have a hospital full of these babies, these 2-year-olds that were dying? What is the point of that? Why would you come in just to have this beautiful soul snatched away again, right? Like, if there's a God, why would he do that? And in my head, it said, they were lesson bringers. Their sole mission was to come into this world and to rock the perspectives of all of their family members. To show that you can have a shorter existence and still be happy and still bring light and still bring lessons to their loved ones. My mom told me, she's like, at 2 years old, you had already taught me all of the lessons I had ever needed for the rest of my life. So it's like, we healthy people view it as a bad thing, as a cruel thing. But we're so focused on the bad that we're missing the goddamn lessons. And when we see the lessons and that little soul did not do that, like did not experience that in vain. Your higher self is trying to show you that you have all of the lessons that you ever have needed, and all of the loss and all of the hard things that you have faced did not destroy you. You're still here. You're still striving every single day. And that it was your other parts of yourself reaching out of love, an offer of love. You were more connected than you ever have been. I may sound silly, but before you go to bed at night, make an intention to have your higher self come in whenever you need guidance, whenever you feel alone. That wasn't just a dream that you can chalk up to, I ate weird food last night and I'm having a weird dream. Our dreams our dreams are our bridge to the other side, because all of our soul is not anchored here on the earth. Most of it is up there still. And it's like a guiding force for the parts of our soul that are tethered here. Let me just get one of these. Okay, it has to be that one. And you can't see my cards. I'm so sorry. Oh. Repairing the mind, body, and spirit. All of the facets of yourself coming together so you can feel more whole. I'm actually very intrigued. I would love to have a dream like that. I would love to have a dream like that. I know you guys are like, her style has changed right now, and lately I'm trying to realize that these cards are just tools. I actually don't really need them, but I love them. And I'm going to use them. But in case you guys are wondering, why is she talking more than pulling cards? Like, I'm literally channeling. It's what I do, but I'm just trying to strengthen that and not trying to depend on the cards so much, if that makes sense. Project Nightfall. Oh, I will. I love my rabbit holes. And that makes sense. So the Earth's spinning faster. Our planet is elevating in its frequency. And that's helped to the solar flares that we get. So I'm not surprised. If it's spinning faster, that to me makes sense that our planet's vibrational frequency is increasing. Skycore posted it. Okay, I've never heard of Skycore, but oh, Liz, you're so wonderful. Yes, everybody, Liz won the raffle. So she is going to be one of the first people to experience my Tarot for Beginners course. If anybody would be interested in taking that, it is a wealth of information in a very digestible way. It's like 4 different classes. You can choose to take one at a time, or you can choose to buy all 4. Anyway, if you're interested in that, email me and I will absolutely give you more details. But I just don't want to waste the time for people's readings about talking about that. Oh, please do. I really care about all of your journeys. Like, I kind of am worried about if I ever get more people. Like, how am I going to do that for everybody? But I don't care. Like, I'm going to do the best with what I can to however many people are here, right? That's all I can do. But I absolutely care. So anytime, freaking email me. Even if you just want to say hi, even if you're just like, I experienced this really weird thing today. We need to connect as human beings. And that is one of my purposes for why I'm doing the Zoom investigation group with the members. You know, like, one mind is better. Multiple minds are better than one. Yes. For Kelly, Mandy, can you please give a message for my husband, Greg? His best friend, Kevin, Chris, passed away tragically. Absolutely. My condolences. It's tough when we lose people. Fuck, man. Like, okay. So I don't know if you saw that, but I wasn't ready to start doing my thing. And he's okay. The color is blue. The song is Dancing in the Sky by Danny and Lizzie. I've never heard of these people. He's chasing butterflies. That's cute. And then the other side, it's a wild card. Club suit. Dreams, intuition, and energy shifts carry my voice. Are you paying attention? Look in the unseen. This is confirmation of what I'm saying. When our physical husk dies, our energy is still here. Science said energy cannot be destroyed nor created. It just changes form. What is causing our hearts and our neural pathways to fire? Electricity. Literally electricity. Do you know what that little voltage is? That's literally fucking God inside of us. That gets passed down from family member to family member. It's the spark of God that is in every single one of us. That is what religion has been trying to mask. What he is saying is that I am still fucking here. I don't know if he was a swearer, but I'm swearing a lot more than I normally do on these lives. Let's get the passage. Okay. What I just want to get his name again. Kevin Chris. Okay, KK. What passage applies to you? Another 6. Oh, that's a 4. That's the 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your body reacts when you're close to a truth. Notice your instincts. You said that he passed away tragically. If your intellect is like, how did this happen? Or this doesn't make sense or whatever. Listen to how your body reacts when somebody tries to tell you their version of what happened and it doesn't line up with you. Listen, I said earlier, our intuition is in our gut. Listen to your body. And spiritualism, channeling, getting information, that is available to all of us. This is not, thank you, Eagle. This is not something special. I'm not a superhero. There's so many other people, regular people that have this gift. You all do too. That's what he's saying. He sees things for how it all is. The veil has been lifted and he's like, these people need to know. Okay. So yes, he is there. He is speaking to you, and ask your husband. Maybe even, I don't know. I feel you can have a lot of fun with this. I feel like Kevin is saying, rediscover our friendship without my body. This is your chance to understand I am still fucking here. You know me well enough. You know my frequency. That has not changed. Have some fun with this. It really could help you. Both. One last thing from Kevin. He wants me to pull one of these, and he says it's going to be a wowzer for you. I hope it is. I don't want to look like an idiot, but that's okay if I'm wrong too. Okay. Don't know if he's like from Texas or something, but horned cactus, resourcefulness. And if you look, there's a face with like long horns. That's what makes me feel it's Texas. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. And the number is 29. So I hope that resonates with you. If it does, email me. I'd love to know. Validation is always a good thing, no matter how experienced you are at this practice. But I don't necessarily need it. But it's nice to have. Okay. Especially when I'm trying to grow a channel, right? I get all these comments. Is she ever been right about anything? It's like, why don't you talk to all of the people that take private readings from me? How about that? I'm feeling a little spicy today, I think. I don't think this is my energy, though. I really don't feel like it is. Oh, I will help you as I do. Liz! We will help each other. How about that? Thank you so much, Eagle. You were so generous. You were such an amazing supporter. And you were so good last night on the live. Was it last night or the night before? Neurodivergent time. Okay. I know I'm chatting a lot. Don't worry. I'm going to get through everybody. If you can't stay, I will still get through everybody. You can watch on the replay. So if you're ever like time crunch and you're like, she hasn't got to my question yet. Oh my God. Don't worry. I'm going to get to it and you can always watch the replay. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mandy. Yes, thank you. Let me know. It will happen again in a week or so and again next month. Oh, I haven't heard of those paranormal channels. You know, I used to like them, and then I got a lot of ones that I'm like, this is not legitimate. I just did not. I felt like it was all just jump scares for nothing. And as somebody who really cares and has been on ghost investigation teams myself, you know, I just don't like the drama. I don't like the drama because it's not genuine, and I don't know. I feel though that that's preventing me from missing a lot of good ones. Yeah, me and my mom are like, it was me, my grandmother, and my mom. We were like this, like a braid, literally like a braid. Still is, still are. Okay. Okay, Ginger Bell. I'm sorry. I've been. Oh, Navajo. I am so. I'm a quarter native, Métis, Canadian, and I have very much. Yeah, but the Navajo, I think I was a Navajo in a past life because my affinity for them is like family. And I have, can you guys see that? Do you see my goosebumps everywhere? See those? Ugh. Okay. What's your connection to Navajo? Skybridge. Possibility for union. I definitely feel you were a Navajo in a past life, and I feel multiple lifetimes. And what this card is saying, your affinity for them, for the culture, is your bridge to that lifetime. So if you start to focus on learning and immersing yourself in the Navajo culture, maybe even take a trip. What's Navajo like? Arizona, some parts of Colorado, some parts of Utah, and New Mexico. Pretty sure. All you Americans, can you let me know if I'm right? I think I know more American history than I do Canadian. Okay, let's ask the tarot. So learning, immersing yourself in the Navajo culture is going to get you this bridge to that lifetime where you will be able to get access to wisdom from that lifetime that your higher self is wanting and feeling useful in this lifetime. That is why you're even feeling compelled to ask. Your North Star. Oh, your North Star. Your purpose, your spirituality, your faith, your inspiration. Your soul is Navajo. Navajo, I believe, do they not believe that they were taught by the sky people? I think they do. I think that's one of the religions that believes in that. Or sorry, one of the indigenous cultures that believes in, not a religion. That was really bad of me to even say. You can tell that I'm part white. So now we have the Six of Pentacles, and this is like a debt, a one-sided debt. There is some imbalance from that Navajo lifetime to this lifetime. Are you Caucasian? If you can quickly let me know, because if you're Caucasian, I'm wondering if the reason why you're Caucasian is to pay back karma some way. And when I say pay back karma, I don't mean you're punished. Karma is a way of, each lifetime we get different experiences, okay? And we get, in one lifetime, we get to play the villain. The next lifetime, we may play the victim. So we're able to learn fully every dimension of experiences and of existence. So I feel like the more you appreciate the Navajo culture, as you do, and being able to balance your culture that you are in this life to the Navajo, you're going to get you're going to be able to heal past lifetimes worth of imbalance. I'm wondering if a vision quest is something that would really be interesting and helpful for you. I do believe the Navajo were really big, and a lot of indigenous cultures were really big on vision quests. It's like a rite of passage. I really feel like your higher self wants you to reconnect with that culture, to give you the next pieces of your life's purpose in this life. If that makes sense. I bet you if you were to go to a Navajo res, the energy would be healing in and of itself, just being in the sacred land. I think that you would leave there feeling so energized and like a new person. I'm having a great week. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a wonderful week too. Let me get Carrie or Eagle Stars. Sorry. A little like a little message. Okay. Contemplation, reevaluation. I know that kind of lines up. Ready to act. So you're done reevaluating. You've made your decision. You're ready to act. Healed and recovered. You're re-entering the world in your full power. And that is the most fucking beautiful thing ever. I love it. It took a lot of introspection with the Hermit. You created your family. This, to me, is representing the family that I have, that I consider my family, I have literally stitched together like a quilt. Everybody that I consider family, I have considered family because they have my best interest at heart. And it took me a long time to be able to weed out and find out who was true. But you did that. And this is representing your new place filled with the people you want in it. And the fact that some of them are four-legged is very okay, despite what your family may say. Yes, you are in your divine feminine. And what that means for you, not what that means for other people. You are in your divine feminine. Doesn't have to include a partner, doesn't have to include a man, doesn't have to include friggin' human children. But you are still the Empress and the divine feminine in your own right. And these self-limiting beliefs are a thing of the past. Yeah. Quite literally, it's time to make the move. So happy for you. And that was for Eagle, Stars and Stripes. It sucks. I mean, I love motorcycles. I love being on a motorcycle. And I'm a firm believer that we get to, just as much as we get to choose our lives, and people are going to be like, well, Mandy, I didn't choose to be abused. I didn't choose this. I didn't choose that. Right. I get it. It doesn't always sound like something we want to hear. But our soul knows that it's incarnating on planet Earth for a level up, not to have a free ride. So a lot of souls will choose to have a really rough ride so they can get rid of as much karma as they can in one go. And sometimes we also choose how we exit. I feel like for him, if he was going to go anyway, he probably would have preferred to go doing something he absolutely loved doing. I hope I'm not triggering anybody, but and I'm just talking of what I'm feeling and what I'm getting in my head. So again, don't come for me if I'm triggering some people by saying these things. Spirit wants me to say them. And it's okay to have to feel uncomfortable about those things that I said. Because for a healthy living person, we don't want to think about that stuff. We want to focus on living. Okay. Can I have some confirmation about what I just said from Kevin? That if he were to have left anyway, that he was happy it was on his bike? Releasing fear. Healing and relief. Facing life. It says so right on the fucking card. Well, sorry, it's backwards, but you... No, it's not backwards. Yay! See? I'm so sorry, though, that you don't have him to wrap your arms around, to pick up the phone, to go for lunch with. Like, I get it. It's tough. I'm so sorry. I mean... Yeah, I'm sorry. Maddie, can I get a message for my niece, Kasara? Ooh, what a beautiful name. She's a loving soul. People take advantage of her. Yeah, it sucks, eh? Fuck, man. Like, it's rough being an empathic person. Having a bleeding heart. But what's interesting is most people that are like this by nature, like, you can't change us. No matter how many times we get kicked in the face, you can't change us. And that's the beautiful part, is that is the spirit of love. And 10 of Cups. emotional fulfillment, love, and support. This is what fills her cup, is being this way. This is, I don't think she could be any other way. Yeah, and here are the missed chances that you're kind of talking about. She loves filling people up. But when it comes to reciprocating that, she's scarcity. It's almost like I'm feeling like I have to give and give and give because I'm making up for something. I feel like that is the disconnect. And it's like I'm filling everybody else's cup up, but my priority isn't the same for my own cup. Keeping herself in scarcity. Why is that? Because she's got an inner conflict. It's about deserving. Why doesn't she feel she's deserving of the same that she's giving out? Oh. Because when she's worried about helping other people, it's allowing her not to have to go in and deal with these hard feelings. It's almost like a distract. And I'm not saying that she doesn't like to do it. She does. It's in her nature to. But I think that her ego is using it as, oh no, I have to just worry about everybody else so I don't have to worry about myself. And it comes from I know the pain. Okay, I know I'm familiar with this scarcity feeling that I have. I know it. So I can deal with it. I'm familiar with it. Because death is about the changes, right? And not knowing what is to come. That unknowing is terrifying to her. She would rather stay in scarcity mindset, a feeling she knows well, than go into the unknown and deal with these shadows that she's never had to deal before. Yeah. So she's delegating. This is the 10 of Wands in reverse. She's delegating. Let's take these problems and fix them in other people, help them in other people. If that makes sense. I'm putting down the heavy burden for myself so I can help other people put down theirs, but then I don't have to deal with my heavy burdens. If that makes sense. It's about her feeling safe enough to start to deal with the shadows in little digestible bits. There's a lot of ways you can do that. For instance, there is a shadow workbook that you can get from Amazon. It's like $21 and it's a workbook. And it has all of these questions that, you can do like half a page a day. 2 questions? But they're deep questions and you really think. And as you write them down, you're getting them from out of your mind onto paper. So you can perceive them in a way that is less confusing and more manageable, digestible, if that makes sense. She knew my friend's real name and I only said her nickname. That happened to Jackie too. I was doing Jackie's reading and I kept calling her Jill. And I'm like, I don't know why I'm calling you Jill. Do you know anybody named Jill? And yeah, it was, yeah. Funny how that happens. Thanks, Paige. I love that you guys are connecting with each other. I would really love for you guys to find friends in each other too. Please do so, Paige. I really want to know. Oh, Cherokee. That's awesome, Liz. I love that. I felt like your facial structure, I could tell was indigenous. Your high cheekbones. You've got cheekbones for days, like myself. See, look at wait profile here. Um, yeah, Joanna's got the flu. Hope you're okay, Joanne. Oh, you're having a C-section on Tuesday. Oh my god. Entering a new soul into this world. That's great. I've always had babies like stare at me like little babies. I swear to God, they're looking at me and they're like, I remember you. Like in spirit form. Like I swear, I love connecting with babies. We can learn so much from children, honest to God. Like, just because they don't have a lot of experience and they don't know how to use their body quite yet doesn't mean they don't have anything going on. And intuitively, emotionally, intellectually, psychically. Okay. I had 2 C-sections. Try not to be nervous. Will we be... Oh, okay. That's Liz speaking. Gotcha. Okay, Mandy. Let's get the energy surrounding your C-section on Tuesday. Okay. We've got the High Priestess in reverse. And we've got the 5 of Swords in reverse. I don't feel like I don't feel like there's going to be major issues. But with the 5 of Swords in reverse, it's about a fair fight. I'm just trying to interpret that and the energy. I mean, I don't see, it's not like you're having a C-section, so it's not like you're going through issues of labor, right? What? Has this been an easy pregnancy for you? Because I feel like this is pointing to, okay, we've kind of had a rough pregnancy. It hasn't been as smooth. Maybe you have really bad morning sickness or gestational diabetes or high blood pressure. Like, I feel like it hasn't been the easiest. But this card is saying peace after issues, peace after trouble. A fair fight. It's like, yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry you're feeling worse. So, and if that's not the case, if you've had a very easy pregnancy in regards to those symptoms, maybe it's just it's just like I don't feel like this is confirming that the baby's going to be great. Okay. So you're in it alone. Okay, give me. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups in reverse, and this is about like being disappointed, about being moody. And that would really make sense if I was going for a C-section and I was alone. Even though my husband, we have other kids and he has to like watch them, right? Because you don't want a bunch of little kids running around a hospital, especially when you're in surgery, right? Like a C-section is pretty heavy abdominal surgery afterwards, right? Oh, I feel like that's what it's referring to. Peace after trouble. So definitely moody. So what this is saying is that you're almost at the finish line. You put up a fair fight. Your body's going to go through it. And yeah, like the recovery from your C-section is not going to be easy. You're not going to be able to lift things probably for a while. You're going to have to take it easy. But it's going to be all worth it. This card is saying it's going to be all worth it like it is. And if it wasn't for that oxytocin, I don't think any woman would ever have another child. I mean, it just points to the amazingness of Mother Nature, knowing that the birth process is so bloody painful that if there wasn't a chemical that flooded our bodies, nobody would ever do it again. Anyway, one more card to clarify the energy of the pregnancy, or of the delivery. Page of Cups. Innocence. Inner child. Yeah. And choices. The Lovers. A deep connection, value alignment, balance. Absolutely, everything is going to be fine. But yeah, I mean, be patient with yourself. Because your body's going to go through it. That's a major surgery. Oh, hey, Amethyst girl. Oh, we missed you on Monday. We did Troy Cook. We're going to be doing part 2. I haven't selected the day yet. I'm feeling between Sunday and Tuesday of this coming week. You're so welcome, Mandy. And I would love if you remember, and I get it if you don't. I would love a little email, and I would love a little, let me know how it went. Can I do, okay, don't tell me. If you know the gender, don't tell me what it is. I want to see if I can pick up intuitively the gender, and then maybe you can tell me if it's correct or not down the line. Okay? Okay. The first thing is coming is girl. Pink. Girl. Awesome. So yes, I'm picking up intuitively they have a girl. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. And I'm feeling she's going to have blonde curly hair for some reason. I see these ringlets, baby fine hair, ringlets. I guess that you'll have to wait a few years to let me know about that. Absolutely. Surgery is scary, especially when you're awake. And C-sections, you're awake. So I heard that you feel the pressure. You definitely feel like there are people inside of you, right? Like, I have only had surgeries where I am out. And honestly, I'm so grateful for that. But keep in mind that this is such a routine procedure. This is all they do. You're in good hands. I feel that they're gonna, I think they give you some sort of medication to like make you, I don't know, not as anxious. Kids aren't in the cards for me, so I can only research and ask my friends and all that. Good drugs. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because they give you the epidural, like you're paralyzed. With my spine, where the deformation is on my spine is like right where they put the epidural, so I wouldn't even be able to have epidural even if I technically I can have kids. It's just I would be bedridden for most of the pregnancy. My bowel and bladder probably wouldn't work at all because of the pressure. I have a very short torso. With my curvature in my spine, I'm losing about 7 inches of height in my torso. So my hip bone literally touches the bottom of my rib cage. There's no room. So I would be bedridden. The pressure on my spine could probably do permanent damage. The chances of the child having spina bifida even greater than I had it is very likely. I would be high risk the whole time. I would need C-section. It's just, yeah, just not in the cards for me. But it's really cool because all my friends' kids love me and I'm the cool aunt and I get to go home after, which is kind of nice. I would also love to go to North Carolina. I mean, I have an uncle that lives in California. I have another uncle that lives in Montana. I have second cousins in Oregon. Like, I have a lot of family in the States. Never been there. But I have such a bucket list of states that I want to go to, places that I want to go to. I would really, really, and I'm just putting this out there, and if Ashley ever watches this, it would be cool, but I would love to visit Ashley in New Jersey. It's only 8 hours away. I could literally get there in a day. And I would just love to be in her person, like in her personal vicinity. So I want to kind of run that by her in the next future. And maybe I could meet some of you on the way there. Yeah, man, what year was that, Liz? That you had that C-section? Because I heard things have really changed. They do it right here. They go lengthwise on your pubic, like right above your pubic bone. So it's kind of hidden, like the scar is hidden, but if they stem to sternum, that's a nasty scar. Oh, absolutely. That would have been hard. I know just a regular bikini cut. Yeah. I know that just a regular C-section nowadays, it's still really painful and they're cutting lots of muscle. Oh, what do you mean it's hard to be a ghost? Oh no, did I miss her question? Hey, son, oh, I feel, yeah, I saw you. Oh, I hope you're not gone. Okay. Oh, second one in 1986. That's when I was born. Okay, I just want to go up because I'm really paranoid I missed Sonia's question and it's really bothering me. Sonia is so supportive of me. She's such a great sub. And the idea, the thought that she felt ignored or something just makes me want to throw up. So give me one sec. I'm just going up here to check. It's rougher to be a ghost. Oh, Sonia's part Micmac. Okay. Oh, that's okay, Joanne. No obligation. You don't need to do anything. Just sit back and relax. Just because you're a mod, you don't need to moderate every single time if you're not up to it. That's absolutely okay. D for me has a question. Okay, cool. Where is it? Okay, I'm feeling sick a lot lately and I have chronic illnesses. Am I progressing faster? Thanks, Liz. Okay. I'm feeling sick a lot lately and I have chronic illnesses. Am I progressing faster? So we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse, and this is like, yeah, your system is not feeling the energy levels are not high enough as they should be. Like, I feel like your energy levels are very low. The Fool in reverse. Okay, sometimes the Fool in reverse is like letting some balls drop. I'm just wondering if your physicians weren't as prepared as maybe they should have been for the progression. I feel like what they initially thought your progression or how your disease was going to progress is not accurate. I'm feeling like they were unprepared for the trajectory that it's turning. I'm just feeling like them being really like, oh, we didn't bet on her progressing or him progressing down this path so soon. Because the Fool in reverse is almost about like being naive. And the Ace of Cups is about no love, coldness. Did you get a lot of resistance when you started to go to the doctor and say, look, something's not right with me? Did they think it was all in your head or something? Because I feel like they are about to eat their foot regarding that. So D for me. I feel like because of them not, and not, it's not like they didn't take you seriously, but I don't feel like they had poor judgment in terms of the progression of your ailment. I think that they didn't think it was as bad as it is for whatever reason. So is that going to change? Peace after trouble. There's the Five of Swords again. And regret. Reconciliation. Yeah, they absolutely are like, oh shit, we're assholes. Like, we feel like we're stupid. Because we did not take this as seriously as we should have from the beginning. I feel too, if they were, then they could have prepared you better as well. Dismissed is the word. Yeah. Yeah, like like they dismissed, they assumed something. And I feel that a lot of doctors, they forget that the patient knows their body better than they do. And their ego can get in the way. Okay. Okay. Danielle, what does John's father feel or have to say about me in spirit? What does John's father What does John's father have to say about Danielle? Six of Cups, nostalgia. He thinks and knows that you have a lot of gifts, and you've had them since you were a kid. Something that he always saw and recognized in you. And all your other family members absolutely do too. Which is half the problem. I'm hearing in my head your light was so bright that you couldn't disguise it, and it made you a target. He gives you healing and comfort from the other side. And if you have any memories of him, when you access those memories, that is his calling card. And that goes for everybody. When we connect to memories from our loved ones that have passed, that is the energetic highway, so to speak, for them that directly connects you to them, wherever they are in spirit. And it's an instantaneous connection. Personal closure and justice. Accountability. He's validating the injustice that you have lived at the hand of the people that were supposed to have your back. He's also referencing unfinished lessons. You haven't. There's still a few lessons you need to learn regarding your family before you can be free of this. Because the world in reverse is about not fully learned all the lessons yet. When we keep recurring the same issue in life, when we keep being faced with the same issue over and over again, it's because we haven't fully learned or integrated that lesson, and that's why it keeps repeating it. Because it's putting it in our awareness over and over until we get it. And then when we understand it and we've learned it, we're not destined to experience that again. Because it's on to the new experience. And that's what he's saying here. It's not that you are destined to be a victim your whole life. It's just that you haven't learned and fully completed the lesson yet in order for you to close out this cycle. If that makes any sense at all. What was the last part of the question? Would he like to connect, talk with me? Yeah. So he knows that you have this gift. And the Six of Cups is familiarity. So like your gifts are very similar to the gifts he had when he was living. And that's why he has this affinity for you. So even if you didn't know him in this life, you do know him. You just haven't, but you deal with his energy all the time, I feel. I feel like he's one of your guides. So yes, let's get a very clear message if he wants you to connect with him. Six of Pentacles, help, giving and receiving. Help. Yes, he does want you to connect with him. Again, you guys are very similar energetically. He can absolutely help you with integrating these lessons from your family. You just need to open yourself up to receiving the information. Yeah, we're all perfectly imperfect. That's what I like to say. That's okay. This is just our husk. This doesn't mean that we are inferior or anything like that. Oh, guys, I'm sending you all of the healing vibes. I actually would like, to do a special live where it's called, okay, you can call it group prayer, but what it is it's a group of us focusing on a certain intention, okay? And I want to start doing this kind of as an experiment, but also as a group where we can start getting into the vibe of creating or having our intentions manifested. So I want to pick a case. Let's do Sebastian Rogers, where we'll meet on a live. We all get together and we literally focus our energy for 5 minutes straight, okay, on Sebastian being found, on the answers that are hidden coming to light. And the more people that we can get to do this, the more powerful it's going to become. The more we do it, the more powerful it is going to be. So that is what I want to do, hopefully next week. So I hope that you would all be cool for doing that, because we all want the same thing for that poor child, and it's answers and for him to be found, regardless of how he's found, if that makes sense. Keep doing it. Keep doing it, because he's still very much here. He's still very much here. And he's not going to move on until he's found and the truth is up to light. I feel that. He's not going anywhere. And he deserves to be able to go on to his next journey, his next part of his journey. So that is the intention for next week. I will obviously put an announcement and everything on my community page for that, so you guys will all know when it is. Yeah, absolutely. Let's get some guidance for Maine Mom. Oh, that's another place on my bucket list, is Maine. I want to go to all the little places that Stephen King wrote about and his stories. And yeah, so you may not have known him physically in this life, but it doesn't mean that you haven't known him in other lifetimes. Also doesn't mean that you didn't know you know, this could be a karmic thing through John too. I mean, if you ever want to explore that, I can absolutely access that information. Okay, yeah, I'm on it. Yes, Maine is beautiful. I definitely want to do that. So the guidance, any guidance from Spirit about your job search. Show me the energy currently around Main Mom's job search. So I feel like there's some impatience, some delays, and that's creating some impatience because I feel like you've been patient. This has been going on a little longer than you've wanted it to. And yeah, you're getting a little hot and bothered. Justice, upright. Cause and effect. Truth is revealed. Okay, so right now you're absolutely ready to re-enter the world. And that is what is creating your frustration on the delays. It's just you're so excited to just get working. Why are you experiencing the delays? It's a test in your relentlessness. It's a test. It's a test in your relentlessness. But then we've got the Six of Swords, which is moving on to calmer waters. Okay. So give me the energy on if this is going to be sooner or on the later side. Oh, okay. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse, which is delays. Obstacles to overcome. What are those obstacles? Does it make sense about you being overqualified for what you're applying for? Okay. That's what it is. This is the King of Pentacles. This is a very reliable, committed person that is a very good leader. I feel like you are shortchanging yourself in the jobs that you're asking for. Because it's like, yeah, I feel like you're like, okay, does this resonate with you? I'll shoot low because I feel I'm more guaranteed about getting a job if I shoot low and be more overqualified. They're bound to give it to me, kind of thing. Whereas, how are they viewing the situation? Okay. Six of Pentacles, upright. They're viewing it as you shooting low because you just need the money and that you are going to bail as soon as you can find something better. And that's why they're not hiring you. Okay. This card is saying that you are a great leader and you also have the experience to be a good leader. I'm feeling treat it as an experiment. Apply for a job, That is not you underchanging yourself. Apply for a job that is in a leading, a managerial role, or a boss type, like a leader, a manager, something in higher up than what you're applying for now. Treat it as an experiment. I have a feeling you might be pleasantly surprised. But you need to believe that this is for you, right? You need to believe, like, this is exactly what I need. Give me the energy. If you were to give me the energy about you choosing a job in leadership. Six of Cups. Healing, comfort, pleasure, reunion, gifts. Choosing something also that makes you feel like a kid again. You know, time is precious. Do something that lights you up inside. You've already worked for 20 plus years for the practical reasons. I think that will help your delays, absolutely. Oh, you're so welcome, Dee. Yeah. Oh, Yvette, that's yeah, that's quite the list of stuff that's hard to deal with, especially for caretakers. You know, but I'm sure it has taught you so much, and you know, I try to look at things that society deems as bad or not good, right? But I always try to look at it as an opportunity to understand something that I don't understand. And then after I understand it, then I will decide to say it's bad or good. And in my time doing that, I've been pleasantly surprised that most disabilities, yes, when they're not managed, they can be chaotic and imbalanced and having the negative side effects and everything. But when we do understand it, there's a lot of light inside of it that we wouldn't have seen if we just chalked it up to, oh, that's just bad. I'm not even going to bother to understand it. It's just bad. I just wish it didn't exist. Exactly. Liz, that's wonderful because he is a regular child. Yes, he has a different experience than most kids, but he is still a child and he still views the world as a child. And my mom, she never treated me like there was anything wrong with me either. And that's what allowed me to navigate the world with less resistance and more acceptance, because I didn't have it in my head that there was anything wrong. I'm like, no, this is just me. My mom accepts me, so I'm sure I'm fine just the way I am. Yes, I have to do things differently, but it never prevented me from doing anything. And in that, I have been able to help others. And that's what it's all about. Learning from each other's experiences. And not being afraid to put our perceptions aside for a second and look at things with fresh eyes and a new perspective, yeah, he just learns differently. It doesn't mean he's not capable of achieving things. It's just that he learns differently. And we need to start getting on board with different is not bad. It's just different. Oh, you guys are like best buddies. I love that. I absolutely love that. Okay, everybody. I'm not forgetting anybody, am I? Time is it? It's 9. So I've been at this for a couple hours. I am going to say goodnight. I hope everybody, right? You can't quit when they're, but you know how many people do? I mean, there's people out there that are like, I don't have any other choice, right? Just like I didn't have any other choice, I thought about how I viewed the world. Turns out you do have a choice, and plenty of people do choose what we feel is not choosable, right? And yeah, schizophrenia is such a hard thing to manage as a caregiver because they get feeling good when they're taking their meds and they're managing their mental illness. And then after they start feeling good, they realize, I don't need this. I'm feeling good. Not realizing that it's what they're doing that is helping that. I've researched a lot about schizophrenia, but I don't know anybody who has it personally. So yeah, I'm just kind of going on what I've heard from others. But at the end of the day, they're battling a disability. And it's hard for people to understand when they can't physically see anything wrong. They'll say, I don't understand this, and because I don't understand this, it's bad. It's evil. It's not true. What does John's father feel about his son in regards to what he did to me? Okay. Last question. Have a good night, Liz. Okay. John's father's energy about how John treated Danielle. So he sees things from a different perspective than how he would have when he was alive. He's making that very clear with the hangman, because it's about new perspectives. So he's got a new perspective regarding the situation where he is now. He's saying that his son is very immature emotionally. He very much lives in victim mentality. And so when he's triggered, he behaves immaturely with tantrums and acting out, being, I just poked myself in the eye. And his willpower, his will very much reflected that. And he's saying that it would help to start letting that go. What matters at the end of the day is how you feel about his treatment on you, right? Outside perspectives aren't going to give you the healing like that you're looking for. Ultimately, what he's saying is that his opinion of it isn't going to have any weight. 100 people could tell you how he treated you was wrong. And you know it was wrong, right? That should be enough. But I get that it's not, and that's okay. But working on surrendering that, letting it go, being like, yes, I had this experience with this man. He treated me terribly. He's no longer in my life. I got to let it go. I have to move on to make room for good things to come into my life. He's saying, of course I don't like it. Of course I didn't agree with it. And it's not how I raised him. However, he's an immature person, emotionally immature individual. And he doesn't have the faculties to be able to take accountability for himself. You know it's wrong. And other people have told you they also feel it's wrong. He wants to help you release it and move on from it. No longer focus on it as a part of your story, of your whole story, because your story is not done yet. This is just a tiny little blip. Absolutely. Absolutely. You will. But it's going to take some active work. The cord cutting sessions are really good to start doing that. Visualize yourself with a cord running to John. You focus on the cord and you visualize the cord dissolving, and then you no longer being tethered to him. And you watch him as he floats away into the darkness. And you say, I am releasing you with love. But I am releasing you, and you have no more connection to me in any way, shape, or form. You do that every night. And honestly, the visualization act is going to really help you do let it go. It really works. It really works. But it's going to take more than one time. And I encourage everybody to do this with even the people you love, because we deal with so many people in everyday life that it's almost like apps still on and running in the background of your phone, constantly sucking your battery. Every time we connect with somebody, we need to disconnect from them at nighttime so we can have our energy back to ourselves, so we can be recharged for the next day. So it's a very healthy exercise to even do with people that aren't Jonathan. Exactly, Yvette. Yes, what Yvette says is so true. It doesn't define you. It is just a small thing that happened to you. Don't let it define you. Don't give it the power. You're giving it all the power. All right, my lovely people. I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you so much for tonight. And I will see you again very shortly. Next Wednesday will be another subscriber live. The Zoom group is going to be, like I said, between Sunday and Tuesday. I just haven't nailed down a date yet. Oh, Amethyst had a question. And Lisa, okay. Amethyst, what was your question? Thanks, Joanne. Oh, okay. Just trying to find it. Oh, Maddie had one I missed too. Okay, I'll do Maddie's and Amethyst girl. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Oh, yes. Why am I feeling so irritable lately? All right. You're closing a chapter. Repairing the veil. Forgiveness. And it was in reverse. So you're in the midst of closing a chapter. Not sure. I'm not getting a feeling on what it is about. Let me see the tarot card. You're closing a chapter about trusting your intuition is a big part of it. You're closing the door on your fears regarding your intuition, your gifts. You're closing the door on the uncertainty. And your subconscious is not happy about it at all. Your ego is pissed because you're doing something you haven't done before. Not that you haven't, yes, you've used your gift and stuff, but you're actually fully shutting out what doesn't serve you regarding it. And it's the unknown. And so our ego gets very disrupted when we do something that it's not used to, when it's outside of our comfort zone. And so you're just riding the waves of the energy. Forgiveness is something that there's something that needs to be forgiven. And I'm feeling like you need to forgive yourself. It's not anybody else you need to give forgiveness to. It's almost like forgiving yourself for not doing this sooner. All in divine timing. The time was now to do it now, not before. If it was meant to happen before, it would happen before. Let's get an Angels and Aura card to wrap it up. You're on a spiritual adventure. You just said you just came back from traveling. I feel that was a spiritual adventure for you. And this last trip you just came back from was very inspiring. And you're really close to completing this. You just need to forgive yourself for not doing it sooner. Take away the expectation of shoulda, coulda, woulda. And just ride the train, so to speak, into this spiritual journey. I feel, Donna, Amethyst Girl, I'm so sorry for doing that. Clearly, I can't. I suck at this. But it would be interesting to see how well you do. And I think you would do extremely well with my tarot course for beginners. I feel right now you just need some sort of a modality to use as a tool. And that can be anything, whatever it is that you are drawn to. If it's not cards, that's fine too. It's not cards, but I bet you it's something else. And this is the time to experiment. This is a very exciting time. You're feeling irritated. My suggestion is to ground your energy outside, go on the grass with your bare feet. Envision all of your irritability going through your hands, and I want you to put your hands on the ground and just ground your energy into the ground. All your irritability, just drive it into the ground. I think that would actually really help you, and it's simple. I think it would really help. Okay. The next one was sorry, I'm just trying to find that other one. Okay, who was that other person? Was it Lisa? You're so welcome, Lisa. Did I miss your question? God, I suck at this sometimes. Yes, Maddie. Does my niece, Kasara, get the apartment she wants and a new job? Will Kasara get the apartment that she wants? Movement toward a venture. If everything stays the same, there's no changes, and I mean, free will, it's hard to define the future because free will is such a big part of it. But she is on the path to something that is in alignment for her. Will she get the apartment? A tidy house. I'm not even kidding. Look at it. Clarity and organization. She organizes her stuff right. Yes. She will have her own little house for her to do whatever she wants with. All right, guys. I think that's everybody. I think the questions can be pinned. I think so. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. I'll be back next Wednesday for another live. And Ashley does? Ashley can help me, yes. No problem. Anytime. And I hope to see you, Amethyst Girl, in the Zoom, the Deep Diver investigation group. Watch Troy Cook. We're going to be doing a part 2 because I feel like, well, you just watch the first one and email me because I feel you're going to have a lot to say about it. Okay. Good night, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everybody and their super chat thingies. Thank you so much. I will see you very shortly. Bye. Bye, Stardust. Hi, Stardust. Good night, Lisa. Good night, Amethyst. Good night, Joanne. I hope you feel better. Good night, Yvette. Thank you so much, Liz. You've been so helpful. Good night, Danielle. Good night, Gloria. Good night, Liz. I said that. Good night, Kathy. Good night, Gloria. Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. See ya.